do you think this is okay, or shall I be a professional? Shall I be a professional for this? Because it is a big day. Oh, yeah. Do you know what's crazy, chat? Everyone that's sitting and waiting for this stream, look at the most recent video. That's heckin' me. Now, also, T-Storians, hello, and welcome back to the realm of insanity. I'm the Queen, kayPOWXD, and we're back with a heckin' really exciting reveal. We are about to watch the Oblivion reveal. I mean, the reveal that we definitely don't know what it is, because I don't actually know Roman numerals. This is, no, it's not. I am playing the Oblivion remake. Look, we are in Skingrad. Look, this is Skingrad right now. We are in the update. I got it early because I have hashtag connections. Look at this atmospheric lighting. Don't worry about the guy with the crown on his head. He's just a really exciting new NPC. I'm not allowed to show you any UI or combat. That is specifically under embargo. I'm only allowed to walk around. I'm only allowed to walk around Skingrad. That's all I'm allowed. I feel like that was Bethesda smiting me down that loud. that loud piece of lightning was just like Bethesda's anger. Oh. Xbox. Wait, what? No.
They would take it to the tower.
Don't break on me now, bro. Can you imagine?
This ends here.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the...
Pretty!
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Remastered!
Here we are, 20 years later.
My dream is to go there one day. The Bethesda Studios,
When
the big ones.
you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
No! Stop!
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder
Don't you
Scrolls
dare
is
buffer on me!
look back at all of the chapters, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games.
Oh my
for
God,
their
look at that.
generation.
Fans got so connected with
No,
the
Brett,
these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
The
I
camera
think when it
quality.
comes to a
The old
remaster,
ones.
we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few
Thank you for the
people
follows.
that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like... there's this like flood.
No, stop! Why? Why? You're stressing me out.
Is the
Twitch
beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts.
Stop!
I didn't even think
Oh my God.
it took me till release.
Is it just me that this is happening to, or is it on the actual stream? Okay.
Loved it.
Stressing me out. I'm stressed.
Key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all, ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered.
It looks so pretty!
Is incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went
for everyone
above and
else or just
beyond
me?
to bring our vision to life. The care and Master has been absolutely breathtaking.
Okay, I think he's catching up now.
Welcome to Paris,
Oh.
and welcome to Virtuous.
What
Our
has
team
happened
here
to my
has been hard at work
stream?
delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that
Pretty.
We wanted to make the remaster more
Okay, I
friendly
feel
to
like
gamers with modern hardware.
if I used a hammer instead of a
is
staff,
Oblivion
I
in
could
its
have
most
actually sold the ESO being Oblivion. Because it's close. Like, it looks like it's in ESO now. It has the same sort of graphics. Look! Please tell me we get DLC. I just want to hear Wes Johnson's voice.
those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Night's Fall.
No, you can't buffer after saying Shivering Isles! Don't do this to me!
Personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience.
Thank you so much for the big heart.
At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
It's so out of sync now. I'm too scared to refresh though.
And death before the end.
This is so Oblivion coded.
The technology we use to create the come a long way since then.
Yeah. Dang.
The original
Oh my
Oblivion
gosh.
is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
I'm so glad I haven't done the Shivering Isles yet, because this is going to be incredible.
Here like I am. The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new...
that was the boy!
Stunning landscapes.
Let me hear him!
Of polygons in each asset, allowing us a
Oh, that gave me a headache. I got so excited I got a headache.
Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned.
Go back to Shio. Go back to Shio.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light. We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us.
Did it say lip sync technology?
He did.
And real tools helped us
It's
create
funny
the base
because
mesh
of the
our
desync
characters.
with the Twitch stream.
From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result,
I'm blaming Twitch for that. Whoa! Did you see the Kazee?
the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Oh my gosh!
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest.
Dude, the Argonians, and they've still got that like
swimming in the
snub
water,
snout
Thanks to these
that they have in Oblivion. Oh my gosh.
Even more immersed in this living,
I
breathing
was wondering if they were going to upgrade the Khajiit models, but they've made them more like Oblivion Khajiit, but upgraded. That is so cool.
I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thing.
I'm so excited because I've not done a lot of Oblivion, so this is like a new Elder Scrolls for me. I've only done Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild.
It's not just the visuals that we've
And a little bit of the main story. Stop buffering! I will end you, Twitch stream.
It's UI and UX. It's audio.
Dude, there's no way.
Features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy.
Okay.
It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Okay, I'm quite glad that that's been updated because that's the one thing that frustrated
We were able
me.
to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. In the original Oblivion, didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback.
Look at the arena!
But little things add up to make the combat more modern and
Champion! Okay, I did that as well, just because I wanted the adoring fan. That's something else I did do.
The original had third person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ears.
Oh.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
distortion. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone! We are going to steal
one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room.
Oh, they made Chio hot. Why is he kind of like hot though? He's like a grey fox. Oh my god, Chio. Show Chio again.
Stop. You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeited.
Wait, so there's...
Pay with your blood.
I don't know how I feel about not all the guards being Wes. I kind of liked all the guards having the Wes sound, but I like mixing it up too.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate in tournaments.
Apparently it's out of sync for everyone, not just me, so
purists.
I'm too scared to refresh.
We decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch. And that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Oh, the Minotaurs, dude!
In mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
Mini-games
so excited.
are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil,
Badgers has tried refreshing it on his and it's still out of sync.
And worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home.
Yeah, apparently the Bethesda chat
It
is
just
saying
feels
it,
better.
so. Oh my god, the little goblins!
But it's still the same incredible adventure.
My
in the same
boy!
carefully handcrafted world.
I can't believe it's me standing here next to you!
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios.
Oh my
None
god.
of what we're surrounded
She
by
looked
right now
haggard
would be
in the
here
best way.
If we hadn't made that game, and if it hadn't been the success that it was.
Oh my god, is that an adoring fan plushie behind him? I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I want. Give me.
Care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it.
Give me right now.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us.
Oh, the horses.
Has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation
It
of
does have the
players
DLCs, yes.
has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
No.
The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce
do
that the
this.
Oblivion remaster will be available today.
No, no, no! You can't do this to me! No! What do you mean? Right.
I was born 87 years ago.
The flippin' delay, dude! Oh my god!
Never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Well, I did want to do a short stream today, but now I feel like I have to go download it.
This is the 27th of last seed.
Oh, I'm sweating.
These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which...
I don't want it on Steam, I want it on Xbox. Who do you think I am?
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. looks clear.
A trap!
Oh.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
I feel like we need to go... We need to rewatch this trailer on YouTube with it being in sync. Because this is stressful. This is stressful.
Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Dude.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Ooh, did you see the heckin' Spriggan's booty? Oh my gosh, did you see the Spriggan's booty? Did you see the Spriggan's booty? Okay, look, my green screen was super pro, and I don't know what's happened, but it's not looking as pro now. Wait, available today, Xbox Game Pass. So I can just go play it. I can play it right now on Xbox Game Pass, Series X, Steam, PlayStation 5, and PC at Game. Ooh, okay. Right, do I want to play it on my Xbox Series X, or do I want to play it on the Xbox app on PC? Whatever way, I need to start downloading it now, because it's going to be big. 120 gigabytes? Bet. Right, do I want it on my PC or do I want it on Xbox? Do I want it on PC or want it on Xbox? Ooh! I mean, I kind of want it on Xbox because I want the achievements, but if I play it on the PC launcher, then I get it on Xbox. And I get the achievements. Oh my gosh.
What did we just witness?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Maybe. Probably. But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct.
Crazy.
That is coming to you today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream. I'm joined by the wonderful,
talented, it is available,
Wes Johnson. You.
Ah, hi.
Wes! I didn't even see because I was tapped out! Wes!
Oh, yes, he knows his name now. Hello there, Finn. How are you? For the sake of this, we can call him Barbas if you'd like, but he's a sweetie pie, and he wanted to get his time, Mr. DeMille.
That makes sense. I wouldn't. If I had a new
Johnson
puppy,
with a sausage dog.
Have you ever heard the Harry Nilsson's puppy song?
No.
He's like, I take my puppy everywhere. Da-da-da.
Well, for you, both of you joining us, either new or from the Direct, we're going to be sharing some gameplay of Wes's old stomping grounds, but newer now.
Wes Johnson with a sausage dog.
Version.
I can't wait.
Oh my god, I can't.
For those that do not know you, first, shame on you if you don't. But if you don't, why don't you tell our friends here what role you have done in Oblivion?
In Oblivion, you're going to probably bring some memes back to life.
Can't wait.
So if, like, you walk out of someplace with a fork, I would be there going, "Hold, criminal scum! Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Pay with your blood." That's a lovely one. The
That's very
Imperial Guard
aggressive.
song is
I'm
out
searching at Oblivion and it's not come up yet. It's got the add-on.
Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness, at your service. And I love this because I'll never be able to order a cheese pizza again because people use the soundboard and they call the pizza shops and they're saying, what can I do for you today? Cheese!
I'm not downloading it on Steam. This is an Elder Scrolls game. What weirdo plays an Elder Scrolls game on Steam?
Order a pizza.
What's wrong with you people?
I'll never get it, or I'll get it with a lot of
I mean,
spam.
honestly, you're doing everybody a favor if you do. So.
Yeah,
I mean, and your shirt is totally on theme today as well.
Stop being
weird. My Sheo shirt. I've got, and of course, there's.
I want that shirt so bad.
Dark Brotherhood pin here. Lucian LeChan.
Wes is so cute. I can't even deal.
I don't.
Look at the adoring fan plushie. I'm gonna cry.
I create them. So yeah, I loved Oblivion. Oblivion to me was, I mean, I've loved all the games. I loved Morrowind. Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. Come right in. I love Skyrim, which is fantastic, but Oblivion to me was where I came out to play, and it was the original. All the races.
Not come up on Xbox yet. It's probably on the Xbox app.
There's so much crossbreeding amongst the Imperial Guard. You know, Mom, Dad.
Yeah, I found the deluxe.
Very confusing.
I found the Oblivion Remastered Deluxe Edition upgrade, but I can't find the actual normal one.
Absolutely loved that game, and as other games came along, and then you got to see Skyrim with its 10th anniversary edition, and when I first put that on the Xbox Series X, oh my God, the visuals to me were just, I was blown away. And to make Oblivion now have that
oh yeah, there we go. Included with Game Pass. Install.
The gameplay, the graphics.
No, it's probably going to be
if
poo.
I walk up to a lady in the middle of one of the towns and tap her on the shoulder, and she turns around and does not look like Terry Jones in drag from Monty Python, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I mean, I love the game. So now people are going to get a chance to see it with brand new eyes. And for people who have only ever played Skyrim, this is going to be kind of a revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the predecessor, so it's taking people back.
Oh. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Why did it pause?
The graphics, detail on this. Not just on the backgrounds, not just every leaf on a tree, but looking at the...
That's true. It's probably because we're both downloading now. That's a good point.
Leather, and he's wearing some fur, and you're seeing all the... This guard right here. This guard, people are like, that's so effective. He seems to have this cold out there in the middle of this island where the winds are whipping around, and I had a cold. I was really, really sick that day. But
you didn't have to go that hard into the role, Wes.
I know, I'm method, so method. But look at that. Now, there's the door to the fringe, and inside, what's going to happen? Oh, look at this.
Oh my gosh. Kane, hello. How are you today? I hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello, hi.
Sweeter and more detailed.
I haven't been able to see any gameplay at all. Yeah, well, this is your sin. Well, there you go.
They're all bald and boring.
Yeah.
Askell, your room's very dark, just like your personality.
Oh my God. That just wants his download progress on the screen as well.
Face. You can really see.
I want the shirt he's wearing too.
Done to him. He looks like Marley's
little Haskell.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing the remastered.
This is the first time I've seen any of this. And,
Wes was being so cryptic on Twitter. It was so funny.
On the face, he just looks so weary, so put upon.
Well, it's been almost 20 years, so we've had a lot of ability for technical advancements from there. So
yes, and imagine
and age, I guess.
20 years in the service of Shea Gorath is going to age anybody.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That helps a bit, actually.
I like his puffy sleeves there. The little Seinfeld puffy sleeves.
Now, what would you say your favorite role has been for Oblivion, or which character do you feel like you gravitated the most towards?
Well, there goes my short stream idea, chat.
Who's your favorite character?
I'm actually quite glad this has happened, though, because I was really stressed that they were going to drop it on Thursday at the same time as Expedition 33, and then I would have been in a right pickle.
So, I mean, I love Lucian. I love Shea Gorath. I love them all for very different reasons. I remember working with Mark Lampert
What's the problem?
For this game, and we're doing this.
I know.
Even the.
I think Friday might have to be a poll.
Like capital, but he's still very much the Imperial. But then he gets to.
Is it desynced again? Oh no!
A little darker, a little more macabre. So I think about it for a second.
Have you seen any gameplay? Did you not just watch the stream? There's gameplay in the bottom right now.
Who the character is, And
oh my
for
God,
me,
look at Finn.
He was twisted
Little Flynn.
and gaunt and bent and just insidious.
Oh.
Does it take you? Is it that quick for you sometimes when you like get a breakdown of a
Sometimes it
character?
can, and sometimes I take time. Sheo was a different thing, but with Lucian, I had a come here, Bubby. It's okay. With Lucian, the image I had in my mind as I portrayed him at first.
Badgers, you might have to pause yours.
Different from the image of what he ended up.
Let me download mine and then you can continue. I need to do the thing. You're eating all of the flipping
oh my God,
bandwidth.
He's the heart of darkness, the perfect man. So. But he was so much fun to do.
Did you pause it
and
actually
people
speed
say,
it
do you
up?
know what
Yes.
happened to him? Spoilers. You just finished your line.
I do have streamer privileges.
So when I'm
never going to hear the end of
get
this
to that
now
point in the
tonight.
game,
You know that.
I'm like, oh,
He's stealing my
I'm
internet.
experiencing it as well.
He was stealing my
Breakaway
internet.
into the Shivering Isles and the butterflies.
Oh no, it's going to lag so bad now because I'm downloading.
Haskell's out of there, man. It's quitting time.
Pause.
Look at that. Through the fringe of madness.
Look how much has gone up!
Yeah, with Shea Gorath,
Since you paused. Oh my God! You were the problem!
You were
the problem!
I want him to feel dangerous but funny.
Look how much it went up!
Robin Williams, I thought, no. Robin Williams was a bit too cuddly.
Yeah, so let me download and then you can do yours quicker. I need to pee so bad.
So,
admittedly, that would be an interesting thing to see Robin Williams.
Ludicrous speeds!
Where could I find my inspiration for this character? And I started thinking.
I feel horrible talking over Wes, but I'm so excited.
I find dangerous that I would love to have.
There's so many thoughts in my brain.
Joke, but afraid they might beat me up at the end of the night.
I didn't get to see him look at his watch because I was buffering so bad, but it literally went, you're going to be able to play it, and then there was a dramatic pause and the screen froze, and then it was like, today, and everyone was like, ah!
He's not Scottish.
He's abusing our streamer rights.
He runs the Irish channel. His name is Tom Stack.
What we're fighting about?
He's from Carcarlet.
A better ring light situation.
And so
on the
there's
back of my
this
chair.
Irish accent.
Because this little light
And I
is
thought,
obviously not powerful enough.
What if, because he's got mania and dementia, this character can go between an accent fluidly? Like you think he might be Irish, you think then maybe he's Scottish when he gets more manic. But what happens when he gets deadly serious? There are a few moments where
Talking about my boy!
Why? Because everything else is an affectation. He does what he wishes to do. And so, like the brain pie line, where you'll hear all three separate things. And he's like, and he starts wondering what you're like, perhaps brain pie. Perfect! Care to donate?
That adds an extra layer of terror to
Yeah,
this character.
Oh my God, I need that light. I've just noticed the light in the background. Are you kidding?
Some of these things, whether it's friendly, whether it's deadly, whether it's over the top, whether he's crazy mad, I just had to sit there and let that thing flow back and forth. And I think, from what I was told later, Todd was listening to it and they weren't expecting that. And so it threw.
Why is my controller just disconnected?
Oh, no, I like this. I like this. And that's who Sheo became.
And you define the character through multiple games and multiple universes.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to be able. No. I love more than anything trying to figure out who a character is. And the Rubik's Cube of their personality and the whole thing.
And I imagine though the character is designed by somebody else, that you get to input a lot of your influence and sort of direction on it, even still.
Well, you have to bring a sense of life to it. Whereas when someone is writing it, they're bringing their sense of
my
life
Xbox
to it. Their
won't turn on. It's just turned off and it won't turn back on again.
Experience, but you know the circumstances of the character, and you can build something upon the character, and then, live in that space, become
Just turn it off and
somewhat.
it's not turning back on again.
Become too much.
Oh no. There are some days. The one I don't want to become the more like is Hermaeus Mora. And
that would also be terrifying, yes.
Yeah, Mel Blanc used to look at the photographs of the characters that he was doing and would base them on that, like Sosia Sergala from Morrowind. I saw him. So every one of the Bretons seemed like an old bald guy with a goatee.
Okay, it's turning back on now.
But you look at Hermaeus Mora and you're like, a million eyeballs and a million tentacles.
I plugged in
What does that sound like? And you know, I worked with
I'm getting stressed.
D.B. Cooper.
Oh Jesus, that was loud.
And we had to do some adaptation because he was very slow and ponderous in some of the earlier games. And with clips and lisps and clicks and all this. But I adapted it but kept it the same as well. And the explanation that
this ring light uses the same remote.
Why does he sound a
as
little
these
bit
ring
different?
lights?
Where on Hermaeus Mora do you see a mouth?
I don't even want to know where the mouth is, honestly.
I know. I think you're hearing him telepathically.
What's that?
And just like with every telepathic thing, you may have a better receptor to hear than another character would have. Some people would have a less sensory perception, and so it might be a little more muddled. It might be a little more clicky. It might be a little draggy, because that is how your extrasensory perception of their voice is. However, if you're a little stronger and you've got a little bit more going for you in that regard,
noises.
a little clearer.
I'm getting stressed.
Like the difference between the Beatles listening to Helter Skelter.
So why did you unpause it? Oh, because my Xbox was
later on CD. Oh, it's so much clearer. Manson was like, I wasn't meant to kill anybody after all. So yeah.
Okay.
That's there. Long answer, but
it's a perfect
I
answer.
love doing it. I love doing it.
And I know you don't have necessarily a favorite character because they are your children, but do you have a favorite line that you've done, or at least like maybe a handful of lines?
I do love the line where, you know, Lucien LeChance does say, "I don't spread rumors, dear child. I create them." And the only thing that bugs me is when Knights of the Nine came in, you're talking to Lucien and you ask him about rumors, and he goes, "I heard there's a prophet down by the..." No! No, Lucien, come on, man.
This is the time to do it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I do love some of those lines. The cheese line really took off.
Cheese!
The cheese for everyone.
I mean, I got you the sign specifically.
I know. Look at that. Cheese for everyone. It was just a couple of lines in the middle of Oblivion, and it took off and had a life of its own.
I mean, who doesn't love cheese? Though,
Everybody loves
like,
cheese.
Cheese for everyone!
I went to Amsterdam,
scratch that.
with the ESO crew.
No, scratch
and
that.
went to
Cheese for no one.
cheese and took a picture out there, and everybody was just like, "Well, there he is in his natural habitat." Cheese! And it wasn't enough for everyone. Sorry.
That would have been a lot of cheese. You probably would have you had to ransack the whole shop.
You got to go through customs.
It's difficult. Nobody will.
It is Wes Johnson, and there's a sausage dog puppy on his lap, and I'm gonna cry.
Enough cheese. Is there ever enough?
There's never enough cheese.
I'm gonna cry.
No, we're still in the Shivering Isles, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to traipse around the Shivering Isles for a little while.
Yeah, my Xbox is
And look at some of the faces and the hair, so much more defined.
And this is something that does come in the remaster.
Oh, I don't
You get
know.
all of the DLC with it, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it's the full package.
So you get Knights of the Nine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pelin the White Strake. I was Pelin. But you know, it's one of the ones that people don't think about. What's the guy's name?
Oh, I just got an email.
Lives in a cave. You get the Staff of Sheogorath
If you'd like a code
from
for
him
Oblivion,
later.
let us know.
I'm looking at my
I'm already on
friends
it.
off camera.
I
Why do I feel attacked?
forgot that I'd done the character.
Oh, really?
And I'm playing.
I guess when you do so
game.
many, it probably is just like kind of blurs together unless it's something like
I'm gonna
really
have to
big,
pee.
Right?
Some of them really stand out. They're much bigger, but
No,
you know,
not while I pee.
torturer.
No, that doesn't count.
The guy,
I'm not gonna pause my stream. I'm just gonna go pee.
suicidal
I'm
guy.
gonna pee. You enjoy watching Wes. I'll go pee real quick. Was there captions, by the way?
But
I
love
don't think there
how
was.
the suicidal guy.
But you get captions on my
What are you
stream
doing?
of me. I'm gonna pee real quick. You
but
enjoy listening to
all the
Wes.
voices in this
I
are the
will
same,
enjoy
so you get
listening to
hear
Wes
This fella right here,
while I pee.
the adoring fan.
Wait, no. Okay.
Seeing him
I
wearing
didn't
one of
murder
those.
him, I swear. I mean, not yet anyway.
Look at
The
that.
adoring fan.
Did I?
Yeah.
Is he
in tribute to
available?
Craig.
I actually need
How do I
him.
look?
Lovely.
That's a
It's
U2's. I'm
lovely.
sure it
like
is.
a rock star.
Should I just keep this on the whole time? Man, you got to do that lockpick quick. I remember we did an Oblivion stream
That's a little different,
a couple
isn't
years
it?
ago, and it was like torture watching.
Okay, I actually need to pee.
Friend try to do the lockpick. The same lock.
Watching someone play a game is fun, like this, when you're battling skeletons. When it takes them an hour to pick a lock, and they're saving and going back again and again and again, it's like, you know, call me.
It's funny
wake
at
me up.
first, and that was a live stream too, so it was funny at
Oh,
first,
no.
but then it's just like, okay, all right, and then stream's over, rage quit, you know.
Lockpick, the live stream.
So can you tell us anything about your first interaction with Bethesda Game Studios, like how you started with the team here?
My first game was Morrowind. Recording at a place called Absolute Pitch in D.C. A fellow by the name of Chip Ellinghouse was recording us. But my director was Todd Howard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we sat there and went through all the different characters, the Bretons and different Daedric gods and some orcs and all sorts of things. We were having a good time. I do remember going down to Au Bon Pain and getting, taking a break and getting a chocolate croissant and just chatting, walking. And the thing is, Todd's always been very passionate about these games, you know. That's the thing that people do. I don't think people realize just how deeply enmeshed into the game world he is. I mean, the old top-down turn-based type games, the board games, things of that sort, and to bring the spirit of those into these worlds. And, you know, Morrowind was kind of a real departure for the Elder Scrolls, which had been much less graphically robust.
That was a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. And,
it's retro. Don't worry about it.
yeah. And the voice wasn't even that much more in Morrowind, but what was there was really fun and really good to do. And I started playing that game, getting 700 hours in. You know how it goes. You think, I'm going to play for half an hour before bed, and the next thing you know, birds are chirping outside, and your day is toast.
What day is it?
And you go to sleep and dream in that world. Which was interesting because I had not had the experience of I've done some games and things of that sort. I played, I think in Unreal 2, like 200 different people dying in 500 different ways.
Oh my gosh.
I was basically the equivalent of a Wilhelm scream. And this one I really wanted to play, and I got into it, and I started dreaming in that world. And when I started voicing Oblivion, I knew where to close my eyes and see the world around me. Now, maybe in Oblivion I didn't see any silt striders, and there were no boots of that would help me fly from one end to the other. Thank God there were no cliff racers.
You mean you don't want to hear the screaming sounds of the cliff racer as you close your eyes and try to sleep?
I got some real Samuel L. Jackson choice quotes in on those cliff racers along the way. And I lived in that world because I lived in the world when I was playing the game. And I discovered something. The more you play the games, the more immersive your performance can become, because you know the world not like everybody else is going to know it.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost virtual reality, you're sucked into them. These worlds become sometimes even more real than your own world. I was able to take, I started working with Mark Lampert, and he was like, with the Imperial Guards, let's go less what you were doing with the Bretons. I want you just to give me, these guys are full of testosterone. And we found the voice that we wanted for that. And so the Imperial Guards are the first ones that I did. But then I started doing some of the other characters around it. One of the first voices that ever broke through the voice class system in Elder Scrolls.
I'm back.
And by the time Shivering Isles came around,
I held that for so long
had
that
a
that was a
bunch
struggle.
of different voices suddenly.
You know when you
really
TMI, when you pee, you just can't stop peeing.
So watching it grow and doing these things and to be able to perform,
you know when you
alongside
pee, but
folks
you just
like
can't
Linda
stop.
Carter, who's been in these,
Yeah.
That our
What's that?
party for Oblivion.
Oh, it's where's his shirt?
A lot of the big game parties have been
What is that?
pretty crazy at different places. Oblivion, in a way, was kind of a lot more sedate, but still was big at the time. We went on like this one cruise ship on the Potomac, where they had dinner, and we're all out there and hanging out and
I need to refill my water bottle.
going up top,
I need a tea.
recreating Titanic
Still
scenes
too
on
much.
the edge of the boat.
As you do.
Wes is here with a sausage dog. I cannot deal.
And it
I've
was
given
so
myself
fun in getting a chance
such
to
a headache.
See, and talk with Linda Carter, who it turns out is also a huge Washington Capitals fan.
I've given myself such a headache.
Also a win.
Yeah, and that the Capitals stuff came into play because when I started doing the arena announcer, I'd been doing the Capitals for about, I guess we started recording this, in 2003?
Oh, thank you for showing me your
I'd
sausage
been
dog.
the arena announcer for about 3
I
years.
appreciate you being
And I
here.
was learning who I was and doing things. And I asked Mark, how do you want to do the arena announcer? He's like, kind of what you're doing with the Caps, only on steroids, because these are gladiators. I thought, okay.
I hope you guys have clipped everything because I need to make all the clips from this.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot.
People of the city of Cyrodiil, welcome to the arena. And I
Sorry,
started
got
taking
distracted.
some of that
Wes is
that
wezzing.
I did with Oblivion.
How am I supposed to focus when Wes is wezzing?
Capitals. And the two of them began to merge together until I became sort of over the top with people going, you're not old school, you're not classic, you're just a rebel punk is what you are. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. So I'm a rebel punk, but I'm out there unleashing fury. I'm a fan with a microphone, and I'm going nuts. And a lot of the development into that started with Oblivion. Now, for
Yes, it's coming to
25 years,
PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox, pretty much
in that
everywhere.
time, as other people retired and left the job,
Sorry, I've not been keeping up with chat. I'm literally a mess.
old school, you're not
I'm
traditional.
quite literally a
Started
mess.
Replacing the old
I am
school
an absolute
traditional guys
state.
with people who sounded like me. And we're
I'm
doing the things
broken.
I did.
I'm a shell of a human
25
right now.
Years later, guess what? I'm old school. Doing. So, thank you, Oblivion. Thank you, Mark, for helping change how I do things, and that's I've done these games over this period of time.
I don't know if I
we've
should try
worked
refreshing
with all
again,
these
but I
different
think my
characters.
internet's just so
I'm
angry because I'm
constantly
downloading
learning,
stuff.
and I'm constantly growing.
When on
and
PlayStation 5? Now.
constantly grateful
Should be
for the
live
opportunity
everywhere
to
now.
bring
If it isn't
new
live now, it's
characters to
probably
life,
because
like,
Bethesda have broken the internet.
Johannes
Frostborn! Thank you so much for the heart me. I really appreciate it.
where
Love the name, by the way.
It was very emotional. It was a
Love
very
the
emotional
name.
piece, and I was able to. As a parent, everybody has regrets. No matter how good a job you've done, you have regrets. And I channeled that into this character who died and left things unsaid and
Did you
undone with
fall?
his son, and is given a chance through
Why is the bedroom smell?
You know,
Why
the
does the
magic
office
of
smell
this
like
world
farts?
And Hermaeus and all sorts of things, to be able to come back and try to make it hugely emotional for me.
Especially because
And-
you say you put so much of yourself into the characters you're doing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really sorry for having the
And,
download on your head, Wes.
After we were done and I was working with DB,
I'm gonna make that a bit smaller because it's literally on his head.
that one was a little intense. And she said, yeah, yeah. I love working with her. It's like a waltz. It's like a dance, you know. But I see something after the game comes out. Somebody has a photograph of some dog looking really sad in the back seat going, who is the actor for Johannes Verlaine? They just killed me. And I'm like, yes.
Nailed
That's better. I'm downloading it on Xbox.
They don't feel it.
It just wouldn't feel right playing it on PC.
I'm a fan of the
I
world.
played Skyrim on
Every one of my
Xbox.
characters.
The only one we play on PC is my modded one. I'm gonna try refreshing.
If you can feel that, and I can make it real for me, then maybe I'm making it real for somebody else, and it becomes a.
I'm gonna try refreshing.
Well, speaking to that point, what do you hope that players experience or feel from the characters that you portrayed in Oblivion? Who maybe experiencing it for the first time,
Yeah.
or maybe they're returning to it having played the previous version of Oblivion.
I think that it makes me very happy that these characters are going to get.
I might be going to expensive cardboard,
Imperial
not this
Guards,
Friday, next Friday.
you know,
Not the Friday coming up, the Friday after.
Even in the strength of
If that could convince you to go.
I once took an arrow to the knee, you know. Even with that coming around, people still remember the Imperial Guards of Oblivion.
Have they mentioned? Yeah, it's
You know,
out on PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
I would say I see them probably second or third most from.
Yes, I'm coming. Hoots is going now. I told you.
Jess over
I
here.
told you
Another
Hoots
Jess.
will want to go if I would say I'm going.
I got core memories
Yay!
that I just reacted because they would spot me.
I'm going to see if a couple of my friends will go as well.
Well, I scared
They're super
myself.
Cool.
Towers and one of the Oblivion gates, and I do.
My internet is so angry, but I am not stopping this download.
Daedric warriors.
I am
that
not
suddenly
stopping
pop
this
up and
download.
Fighting badly in the middle of Oblivion, and it's the middle of the night. I'm walking up a winding staircase, and suddenly I come out. Sorry, Finn. Sorry, Finn. And I
Like, I didn't sign up for this.
I jumped, and I'm like, holy hell! I just scared myself.
You can disconnect from the characters that you've done and your voice
Yeah.
in the game when you're playing as a player.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, when I'm playing the games, I am the character.
What are you angry about? Badger's Hoots. What has just been revealed about Magic that would make Badger's rage? I can see he's on the Magic website and he's angry.
The voice is immersive.
And he's just
or if it
grabbed my
stands out
bottle very aggressively.
If it worked and it's fine.
All of our internets are so angry right now. It's okay. We're all in this together.
I'm like, I play as an Imperial. And they're like, every time I said yes, yes,
That was going
because
to be a question.
well, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to be out there and I've got a big broadsword and I'm battling, going, yeah, yeah, ha!
Have they
It's
not
my
unbanned your
voice.
Lotus?
I'm the one who's actually doing the battle. As the Imperial, there's something kind of meta about that.
Yeah, totally. Don't look at the screen, Finn.
Oh man,
You're
no,
feeling a
don't.
skinned hound.
Yeah, you're not a skin hound. You're a furry hound.
Sorry, Finn.
Yes, you are.
So if you, as yourself, as Wes Johnson,
Yeah.
were to be in Cyrodiil,
Hmm.
who do you think you would be? Would you be like an adventurer or an alchemist or a sneaky archer?
Probably an adventurer. I was always the big sword guy. You know, I mean,
I'm doing a
going out and
screenshot
doing
of my
stealth and
download.
climbing trees and hitting people with a bow and arrow from a distance is kind of fun occasionally. But let's be honest, we play this game because we have had a bad day and we want to take a breath.
Even this
and
German
not go to
old
jail
gnarl
for
here.
it. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Which
Yeah.
is terrifying, by the way.
Yeah, big flame.
Part of
Those,
Pro.
those are scary, and the liches. And,
I'm just gonna say that while I'm very excited,
I'm happy to wait for this download if I get to listen to Wes the whole time.
Because I would be.
I am pleased.
Trying to multitask.
I do.
I mean, it's a bit laggy because I'm downloading a game, but we tried our best here.
I save and decide to murder the entire town.
Yeah, totally.
Gotta
That's
kill
just what you do.
Everybody in town.
It is always important to save, especially for reasons like this. Pro
and
tips.
then you come back after you've murdered pretty much everybody, and you go back to that original save. Don't they somewhat be like,
That was
I'm
just
feeling a little uneasy
in your head
suddenly.
what your character was doing, and then it
Yeah.
goes back and snaps back into reality.
I think all the Dark Brotherhood quests are so cool. The party, go around the party and knock a bunch of people off, and they don't know it's you. I mean, who's not had that experience?
The amount of diversity and range in the types of quests that are in Oblivion and stories that you hear are definitely exciting, and you can't wait for people to experience those or re-experience them.
So when you
doing a hashtag tweet, chat, doing a hashtag tweet while we're listening.
What stuck out for you?
Just, I mean, the vastness of the world, like how expansive it was and how beautiful it was. I'm one of those people that plays where there's a quest marker. I'm just going to go in the other direction. I like, oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? And just the amount of surprise of Oblivion just was like, it blew my mind. I started with Fallout 3 for Bethesda Game Studios titles.
Yeah.
So I was like not expecting to, I mean, I knew it wasn't Fallout, but I was not expecting to jump in and be like, oh, this is like completely vibrant and different and exciting. So I just loved that. And
From the very beginning, you feel
doing a hashtag tweet.
What goes down. I personally feel like.
How are you all downloading this so quick? What the flip is up with your internet? How are you? How? I'm angry at your internets, chat. Why heckin' you? This is rude. I'm the streamer. I should have the good internet. Why why? Give me your internet right now. Are you seeing how angry my internet is? Poor Wes is like
sandwiches. We have that in common. I eat sandwiches. And by the time I got down there, they'd this place that is notoriously slow at putting out sandwiches got his lickety split, and he was gone.
Oh man, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Here you go, Wes.
Oh my goodness! Look
reveal.
at that. Look at the hair. It looks like I've been using the
So what do you think now, almost 20 years later, seeing this take on Sheo?
I've loved this outfit. He looks a little bored.
I think he's just not mad enough yet.
He'll get there. Oh, I saw. Oh, let's see the expression changing slightly.
I love the hand tap.
Yeah. But I think he looks a little bit more like me. Here I've been mantling him all along, and now he's mantling the old me.
Definitely the facial hair. You need to get in on like the golden eyes, though.
Well, I have those contacts.
He does amazing Sheo cosplay.
After about an hour, they feel like little clay pigeons on my eyeballs.
Yeah, the cat eye lenses are not comfortable.
They're great for staring contests. People don't want
I think I might need to buy some.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's just like darting away, and it's like I can see you now looking at me right in the eye.
I wear those for my goblin cosplay.
What advice do you have for anybody that would potentially want to get into voice acting or pursue a career in voice acting?
I would say first things first, get yourself a recorder, whether it's a handheld recorder. Something, we have them all on our phones now. You can build yourself a studio pretty quickly and easily, but you got to work on the dead sound. But just a handheld recorder, get some dialogue, and start reading this dialogue. And when I say read, I don't mean read, because it sounds like you're reading, you've taken somebody out of it.
Right.
If it sounds like you're acting, you take somebody out of it. I need you to just become. Look at those lines and remember that your job is not just to read what's on the paper. It's to bring it to life. And voice acting also includes breathing, sighing, laughing. Make it natural. Bring emotion to it. Try different things. You know, I do a class through a theater lab of teaching video game voice acting. And that's one of the things I work with people on, is you listen to this stuff, you record this stuff, and let it sit for 2 days. Because when you're recording or you're in the moment, ideally, you're 100% in character and you're not thinking about all these things. If you give yourself 2 days distance, you can listen to it a little more objectively.
Yeah.
And then you say to yourself, that's when your director comes in, or your technical director. Never while you're performing. But when you're listening back to it 2 days later and you go, okay, I could have done this, could have done that, because you're not just training your voice, you're training your ear. And that's hugely important. In anything, to succeed at something, you got to do it. And so I tell people in my class, this is their homework assignment every week, and they get something, or they get little lines and things of that sort to work on, and we discuss it, and what did they hear, what are they doing, and I don't ever listen to it. I want them to listen to it, and then we discuss what they've done. Because when that 6-week course is over, whose counselor are they going to be leaning on? Their own.
Right.
And you want to, the people who were not really serious about it, stop.
Yeah.
The people who were serious about it, continue to do those recordings, continue to do something, knowing that every time you go out for an audition, you look at places like on Reddit, they have Casting Call Club, where you can go in and maybe get yourself a job doing mods. And, you know, it's important. First of all, if you do a mod and you do it well, you're going to have stuff that you can use in your demo.
Right.
Also, these people
Sorry,
are
chat, I'm listening intensely to this bit.
And word of mouth is very important. So if you can start on a ground level with somebody who's starting out and they begin to know you and trust you, and you grow and learn together, that's the best. So I would say, if you want to do it, and make that part of your job is going out there and looking for auditions. You can look on Backstage, you can look at Actors Access. If you're in the DC area, there's a thing called DragonutConnects.com that shows free auditions. And then you go to Casting Call Club online. If you do take my course, we have a Discord group, and it's just full of my alumni, and they all share.
I'm sure everybody's really helpful. And
they help each other
with their experiences.
And that's the thing. Work with people who are working, not with people who are like, oh, I could do it if I wanted to.
Everybody thinks
if I really wanted to, I'd be better than anybody else. Have you been doing anything about it? No, but someone will offer me a job eventually. And
that's not my attitude. My attitude is fear.
You got to do it because you love it. That's it. Nobody's getting rich doing this, but you have to love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and God help me, Jess, I love it.
That's great life advice. Yeah, that is just great life advice. You heard it. Do it.
That young Balrod's not going to get any older.
And then you can immortalize yourself forever in a video game.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like recently I've had
and to see this come back
so many things be like, why haven't you done it yet? They said it at Expedition 33 as well.
I think people are just going to love it all over again.
Well, they don't have to wait much longer because it is available today.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go download it.
I'm downloading it. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just taking ages. My internet is fast, but not that fast.
And I don't know what you're waiting for. You're sitting around. It's not going to just drop into your lap. Go find it. Go get it.
I'm trying, Shio. I'm trying.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Wes. And Finn.
Finn?
You're an excellent co-host.
Finn, say bye-bye to all the peoples.
Bye, Finn. Let me pet Finn. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Let me pet Finn. Let me pet him.
Born 87 years ago. For all these years, I've never been the ruler of my...
Oh, gosh.
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
A trap! The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Watch this trailer on YouTube with it actually in sync. I have yet to see this trailer with the audio in sync because during the main stream it was unsynced for everyone, and during this part of the stream it's been unsynced because of my flipping internet. It's worth it. It's worth it. Right, chat, sorry, I was so listening intensely to that part of this stream because for those that don't know, I do a lot of like voice acting characters on my stream, and for the longest time chat's been like, hey, you should get into voice acting and all this. And a couple of years ago, I did actually get a mentor through Limit Break for voice acting, and then my personal life fell to pieces and I just didn't have the spare time or energy to put into streaming and also the voice acting stuff, so it kind of got put on the back burner. And then recently I've sort of been trying to fix my life. So right, let's go back to Leowin. Things have been a little bit crazy today, and I actually don't know when we're going to get to play the game. If you're watching on the VOD, this is the end of the line for you. If you're watching the live stream, exciting time. We're going to sit and watch this download for as long as it takes. But if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed watching my reactions to this reveal. And if you are watching it for the first time, I hope you are excited as well. Don't forget, you don't just deserve a life. You deserve a happy, healthy, and fulfilled life. Until next time.